Okay. Let's see. Should I cut on another light? This is actually pretty decent.
I love it.
This is actually pretty decent.
Blue light.
I done pulled my earring off, y'all. Hilton for the stay. I thought this Ritz-Carlton at Amelia Island was going to be, but it's summertime here. So they not taking no $500 room, $400 room. Damn Ritz-Carlton at Amelia Island, $2,000, $3,000 a night, okay? And that's just for the basic shit. Then finally, I looked at it one Friday and said it was $1,000. I said, nope, it's out of my budget. It's out of my budget. And I wouldn't expect no man to save up and take me there either. Like, to spend $1,000 for a room, that mean that you would have to make like, I'm saying you just want to blow some money. You got to spend $1,000 on a room and you be there 3 nights, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. That's $3,000 just visiting, right? That ain't nothing got to do with food, drinks, the amenities. Do you know to blow something like that, how much money you have to make? You have to be a person that got like residuals coming in like $50,000 and $60,000. Like even a person that make $10,000 a month or $20,000 a month ain't about to do it. They could do it because they're not spending their money, but okay, you done saved up $50,000 a year for 10 years. Yeah, you could do it, but that ain't something you gonna do every day. That it just ain't something you gonna do every day. That it's a real special occasion. So I noticed when I was at the Ritz-Carlton in Amelia Island, I noticed that the white people were Ubering from their hotel to the resort. That's the thing, it's a resort too. But in the wintertime, it's not that expensive. It's just because it's summer. And they just don't want people flocking in that could pay $500 a night. No. We got special guests coming in here. We got people coming in here. We're going to raise the prices. You know what I mean? We don't just need anybody in here blending with the people with the money during the summertime. Okay. I keep twisting this. Should have pinned it. This is actually purple hair, but because the light is blue. Because the light is blue. But I'm going to tell you, in Florida, you got to really know where you're going. Like high traffic areas, you got to really know where you're going because you got to really know where you're going because travelers bring bed bugs and stuff. So like if you go to Miami, you could not get a room less than $350. Anything that's like $220, you read the comments, they're going to be having like bed bugs and all types of problems. You got to get a room for like $400 and up. Right. And it can't be them little boutique hotels either. And then to park at the hotel, it's going to be like $75 a night. Yep. Shit, you could get nice. No, New York City fucked up too. Cause I was reading it, and those buildings are so big, and the maintenance is so. I got me. Relax. The maintenance is so big. You just gotta know where you're going up there too. But I got my oak leaf. I drink $3 and $4 bottles of wine. To me, they're pretty much all the same. What is that? They're pretty much all the same. Wine is wine. When you go to a restaurant, they're going to have $5 bottles of wine and they're going to charge you $24 a bottle. Yeah. when I was in New York, I bought a bottle of champagne for $65 at a restaurant. I came down here and went to the liquor store. The bottle was only like $21. So I gave them an extra $45 for a bottle of wine. And I think I was there from like 4:30 all the way until they closed. So I gave like a $60 tip. And I think that was pretty good for my budget. For my budget. And I had somebody with me, so we went in on the tab, but I tipped by myself. I was like, what you got on it? And they just told me what they had on it, and then I knew it. Basically I used their money for the tip. They paid more than 60, but what I'm saying is it was just easier to give it up because we literally sat at the restaurant, got acquainted, went up there into Harlem. Well, we was already in Harlem, but we went up into Harlem to the cigar lounge. Then we walked around. So the Uber up there was only $17. So I wanted to Uber back and it started raining. It was like $28. He was like, look, let's just hop on a bus. The only thing I didn't like was that he is part of transit, okay? His duty deals with transit, so they give him a transit card, right? So he could get to work. He gets on the bus and just walks on the bus. He didn't say, this lady is with me, nothing. I had to speak up for myself and say I'm with him. And I felt like that was weird. That was the only weird thing about the whole night. I ain't telling you no lie. Come on now. I'm on an Amtrak or something, and I'm just walking on. And then I don't tell the conductor or nothing that this man or nothing is with me. Like they supposed to pull out money and pay when you got your date with you. Like you gonna make your date figure it out on their own. Like, no, that it just didn't make no sense. And I never said nothing to him. I was actually glad he said, let's catch the bus. So we had to walk like 5 blocks this way, 5 blocks that way. And like I said, I had the blessing. I don't know what channel I said on, but I had the blessing of... They so nosy. As soon as I start talking, they want to pause the music. The blessing was he took me by the Harriet Tubman statue. That's where I fell. So it was a couple walking. It was a dark-skinned lady. She had her Dominican or something with her. I don't know, but she was doing her little thing. They had their umbrellas. And I had my pretty pink coat on, and I'm walking with my umbrella. My friend soaked. He chose it. You know, he would rather walk than get us back to the restaurant fast. So, and I was like, let's walk. So they held the tables down, didn't touch nothing or nothing while we was there. I came back, my table was still there. I never paid for my food or nothing. That's why I said, hell yeah, I gave them a $60 tip. And I actually, let me tell you something. He probably upcharged me on that bottle and I didn't know it. But I asked him. It showed $58, $75, and $112. And I told him, pick the tip you want. Because the man just, they respect me with grace. And I'm glad Chocolate across the street. I ain't trying to throw no shade on these motherfuckers. But the African or the Dominican, these are black Dominicans, not African. They was Dominicans from the DR. Dark skin with beautiful braids. He kept ignoring me. I sat down. He took my order. The guy from the kitchen brought my food out. The guy from the kitchen came and checked on me. The dude said he apologized for not coming to my table. This is the first time I was in Harlem where I just risked it all and said, Uber, take me over there. This is that moment. So I go over to Harlem and I chose Chocolate. It just seemed reasonable, like just go there. And it was so empty. Somebody was celebrating the birthday at the bar. The bartender was looking at me. And I'm telling this man, I need help, I need service. Like, he claimed he was arguing on the phone, but Every couple that came in, he served them. So I told the guy with the braids, beautiful guy with the braids. I'm sure he's still working there. And the server was full of shit. He was full of shit. I ain't been back since. I ain't thought about it. They misjudged me, because I had a beanie on my head, minding my business. And then I didn't like the fact that the salmon was cubed. They gave me a pasta with cubed salmon. They didn't put my salmon. I don't care if you gave me a little bitty 3-ounce salmon. Set my shit on top of my goddamn pasta. Why you got it mixed in the pasta? I couldn't even taste the salmon. But the salad was delicious. That fresh green salad they had with that damn goat cheese on top and all. Oh, it was delicious. But that pasta wasn't delicious, so I ordered wings too. Well, anyway, so the guy kept coming back out checking on me. And I said, I'm not going to tip that guy. He said, what you mean? I said, he been ignoring me ever since I threw my hand up. Now he's serving other people. So I put $15 in that dude's back pocket and I said, don't share it with him. And then he was so confused. So he brought the bill over and I still put $7 on the bill. Then the man came over and apologized. But when he seen the $7 on the bill, he walked away and went to the kitchen. He didn't say nothing to him. And the bartender looked at me and was like, I feel where she coming from. You didn't never go back and check on that lady. That lady had her hand up, lady doing this and that. I had to tell the other man, bring my salt and pepper, bring me a glass of water. It was just too much going on at Chocolate. But I'm glad it was fucked up. Because them 2 drinks I had, I wasn't finished. I had just got started. And I seen Escorte or whatever the fuck that was across the street. And it looked like they had chandeliers in there, but it was nothing but champagne and wine glasses hanging down with the bar in the back. Oh my God. And that man, I said, how this work in here or whatever? And I picked out the most expensive bottle. That man said, ma'am, this is $140 a shot. I said, $140 a shot. So I took a picture of so I could order it. The bottle was actually $300. But it's still not adding up $140 a shot. I think the shot should have been like $70. Because a $100 bottle, shots are $35. Like if the bottle is $70 to $100, a shot is $35. It's right. It was a $300. Every $100, a shot can be between $35 and $50. He said $140. The shot should have been $90. Okay, it only takes 3 shots to take the price of the bottle. And then the other shots, well, anyway, he said $140, and I said no. He picked out the hapusa and told me it was $14 a shot. I smelled the aromatics in that hapusa. Listen, I went hapusa fanatic. I found out where to get the hapusa in New York. I went and got 8 bottles. Do you hear me? I went and got 8 bottles. Sure did up there in New York City. I found my motherfucking hapusa. You think I'm lying? I found my hapusa. But I love them folks at Encante or whatever. I can't think about it right now. Oh, that's good. What is this? Cabernet or Pinot Noir? Chardonnay. I said Cabernet. I'm sorry, y'all. Chardonnay. Yeah, it's cold. And that's another thing. You go somewhere and you want you some Cabernet Sauvignon. And then you see the bitch beside you ordered Chardonnay and it be cold. The glass be all icy and stuff. See, they don't put reds in the refrigerator. The only people put reds in the refrigerator, they worry about fruit flies or something like that. But they put all the whites in the refrigerator. And it's so good. We about to do a reading. But I just wanted to say that. So Chocolate lost a customer. And when I go to the cigar lounge, I kept telling the man, the first time I went by myself, the second time the guy had on all his badges and shit. Don't ask me how I met this nigga, but My friend, I sent my friend pictures, and my friend said, "Damn, you look like you VIP with an escort." Boo. I was walking in style, had me a man with a badge beside me. Goddamn certified transit, goddamn it. That motherfucker, security. And look, I'ma tell you the blessing. He's a Queens nigga. Never left Queens. He called me about 2-3 weeks later and said, "Guess what, Sky?" I said, "What?" He said, "I done relocated and transferred my job to Manhattan." I say, "What?" He said, "Shit, I didn't know you could move around like that." He really thought Manhattan. Listen, it ain't no different in LA and Hollywood. You got people that's on Century and 101st. Think Venice Beach, Santa Monica. Will never go to Santa Monica. They just already got programmed in their head that, or Malibu. I went to Malibu. I went everywhere. I was unstoppable. I went up to Bel Air too, but I didn't. But my friend explained to me, when we get up here, Sky, you ain't gonna be able to see the houses and stuff. They got it kind of gated off, right? So I was like, dang, they probably had one gas station. They ain't had no grocery store. They don't want nobody up there. So they don't have nothing around it. So we had no excuse to go up there unless we went to the Bel Air Hotel. Well, anyway, back to what I was saying. I hope I pulled the cars out. He called me and he said, I'm working out of Manhattan now. I was like, congratulations. He didn't even know. So when I took him to the cigar lounge, hold on. See, the guy at the cigar lounge is sweet. But by me having a country accent and my swag, you just know I ain't from up there. The man offered me something to drink, this, that, and other, bring your own bottle. I said, sir, I got to make it up out of here. I'm not about to get comfortable. I smoked one cigar and got the hell on. Do you hear me? I got the hell on because I ain't know what was up. You know, you had niggas that was looking a little dusty and they come in there and buy one cigar and sit down. Wait a minute now. It's a real calm and chill spot. And when I came in there, I bought $300 cigars, like, boom. Yes, I want that. He probably gave me like $50 worth of cigars for free. Then I came back again. And then I came back again. And I definitely had to do the Say Less. We ain't even gonna get on Say Less. I started out at Say Less. Empty restaurant. By time it was on and popping. But my spirit didn't like the fact that I ordered the white Hennessy. So I got these big old black cuffs on, like my clothes, big cuffs. And the glass, boop, I done knocked over a $35 shot of liquor. The man didn't even say nothing. The man just came back over there, poured it. I think I spent about $300, about 200 and some dollars there. Yeah. I just bought whatever I wanted. I didn't give a fuck. Just buy what you want. Pay. I found parking. Because after 6 o'clock, I think parking was like, it was cheap. Because it was about to be 6 o'clock. So after that, my brave ass, I drove up there this time. That's when I went to go get my look. But anyway, I wasn't ready to leave. My brave heart, instead of going home sober, minding my fucking business, going back across the bridge, I drove to Harlem and went and got white girl motherfucking wasted. See, that's how they won that game up there. Cause who pissed on the ground? Who went up there and pissed on the ground? Who been rooting for New York all this time? Sky went up there. Sky was rooting for them niggas. What? I'm gonna give you some good luck juju. I pissed right down that goddamn sidewalk about 2 times. Put my towel up in the window and passed out. I think I went to bed. 3 hours. I think the bar closed at 2:30. And I woke up before it got daylight. And I was kind of speeding too. And I've never seen a police sit by the bridge where I was at. I was still in New York City. Didn't get across the GW yet. Coming from down there by the Hudson River. And all my bells and whistles on my dashboard start going off. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? It said my sense, it was cold, but I was hot-blooded because I was drinking all that alcohol. It said my sensor to my tire head went out. And I seen it. I don't know how this energy worked, but the energies will protect you. So the speed limit was like 45 where I was at, and I was going like 60. Because I was the only one on the road. I was just getting it, you know. Not crazy, but I was riding. That's what I do. I ride, nigga. Let's get it. And all the bells and whistles went off on the dashboard, and I slowed down. And the only reason why I didn't pull over because the police had its lights facing at the highway. I was on the southbound side. And I was like, hold on one second. You'll do me a favor, turn that ceiling fan on with that switch. Over there, the switch. And I was like, the one to the left. There we go. Thank you. It's hot, y'all. Just me talking about it, I'm hot. So, thank you. So next thing you know, I slowed down. And I didn't pull over to look at nothing. Because the police was right there. And he had his lights on the highway. I'm going to tell you something. It's like that vibe like where California say, we know you coming, we know you leaving. It was like they was escorting me out the city. I ain't telling you no lie. They was escorting me out the city. Like they just knew I was coming. They knew I was coming. I survived though. I survived. I was sure out there on them Harlem streets. Because I'm a little paranoid about hotel rooms by myself. You know what I mean? I'll get one. But, if I could just take a nap and go on by my business, that's what I'm going to do. If I could safely take a nap, that's what I'm going to do. And Harlem really not that dangerous. Like, you got to be looking for drugs or looking for something you ain't got no business looking for. You know, make yourself a target or a mark. But, honey, I was up there with them Florida plates in my F-150. Yeah, I took the F-150. And the reason why I took the F-150, so I done been in New York before. I had my Jeep. I had a Jeep with speakers in it and stuff. Brought a girl up there to New Jersey. We stayed up there 3 weeks. This was when I was 22, 23. So we was in New York. The thing is, we didn't know what to do because she was from Jersey. So we was up there and she found a nigga to fuck around with his stuff. So I never went back up there. But let me tell you, this is before cell phone really was a thing. Everybody didn't have a cell phone, but I had one because I'm always traveling. And they would bump your bumper. And I didn't care because, see, they got traffic lights now. They got them flock cameras and stuff. So they don't disrespect you like they did then. What, that was 16 years ago. So when I was up there, they would bump my bumper and I'd be like, man, they hit my bumper. But I didn't care because I was in a Jeep Grand Cherokee and my wheels were fatter than my truck. So they gave me my room. But New York wasn't disrespectful. When I got back to New Jersey, they was disrespectful. We was in a neighborhood. I mean, big neighborhood. Tri-level houses. Yes, her mama was on some shit. Okay, her mama was doing a damn thing. We riding through the neighborhood, and this nigga hanging out the car saying, take your ass back down south. I'm like, damn, ain't nobody gave us no problem until we got to New Jersey. What the fuck? So, yeah, that was weird, too. And I'm like, we in a nice-ass neighborhood. I mean, these houses was huge. This wasn't your typical shit. I don't even know what the rent ran in. Or if she owned it. I wasn't being that nosy. But it was a tri-level. It was 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, 3 full baths. I don't even remember taking a shower. Because we was always at a hotel. We was out, okay? We was on a whole nother mission. We was out, okay? Because when we went over to New York, we didn't even take our daughter with us. We was just out. And her pussy was hot. She was just as hot. Everywhere we went, god damn, bitch, what's going on? She was just as hot. I ain't never been that hot a day in my life. I don't think so. I ain't been that hot to the point where I just pick the nigga out and be like, come on. And I tried it once. I've tried it once in my life. I told a nigga, we swapped numbers. I was like, bring back a condom. Let's hang out. The nigga didn't even bring back no motherfucking condom. What the fuck? I swear to you. I tried it once. And I told the nigga, come, let's hang out. Let's drink and bring a condom. The nigga come back and he just curious. He don't know what's going on. He don't know if he getting set up or what. Nigga, ain't nobody charging you for the pussy. What is going on?
It's too easy.
All he had to do is bring back a condom, and if we decided to do something, we'll do it.
It was too easy, you make it.
I guess it was too easy, right? It was too easy, but he probably had a girlfriend, or he was just honest. You know, I don't know, but he didn't tell me he had a girlfriend.
When something is that easy, you gotta question it. I'm gonna question
it. That air feels so much better, don't it? Cause I got that thing on 80. It come on like every 10 minutes on 80. It feel good to me. You just can't be moving around. You know what I mean? You start moving around. It's look, it done unraveled again. But it look cute when it unraveled, but it gotta stay there. And that synthetic hair ain't gonna stay there. I like the fact it look blonde in the blue light. Y'all, I'm about to do a read. We about to pull out these love cards, boo. But I wanted to finish talking about New York. I am going back. And I got a real trooper with me. She was up there several years from the South. And I said, girl, you weren't scared up there with that damn Jamaican girl. She called herself being lesbian up there with the Jamaican girl about 5 years, living with their mama. And the weird thing is, they had bought an apartment where the person who lived in the back had to go through their house. So while they in the kitchen, while they in the living room smoking, you got a strange person walking through their house to get to their house. That shit is crazy.
Crazy.
Oh my God. I said, girl, how did you put up with that 5 years? I think it was 7. I just don't want to be embarrassed about it. Because I went to Texas, I went to California, and I came here. And when I came here, she was still up there. Yeah, that bitch was up there for a minute. But I had told her, I said, listen, I need you to stay with me 2 weeks. Now, I ain't balling. But I told her, I said, I need you to stay with me 2 weeks. And I said the amount of money that I was going to give her. I said, you got to pay for all your expenses now. You know. I said, I'm going to pay for you to get up here. I'm going to pay for you to get back. And I'm going to give you this money for every week. Because I'm basically giving her double of what her company. So if she need to take 2 weeks off for a leave of absence, let's say she only getting paid, she only making $1,500 every 2 weeks. I'm going to give her double to be with me 2 weeks. Straight up. You know, because she taking a risk, she might come back and ain't got no job. You know. So I'm just letting her know, like, listen, I need you to be up here with me 2 weeks. You know the area, you know the place. She ain't never robbed me before. She ain't never stole from me before. Her girlfriend did steal a pack of Newports from me, or a pack of Camels. And my homegirl bust their ass out. And that's why the bitch dead now. That's right, the bitch dead now. The bitch that stole. So what I do is I get all the alcohol, all the whatever I want for this party. So this party may last 32 hours, 48 hours. And I ration shit out. And if I ain't passing that now, you got to start pulling out. You got to start refunding me for my shit, right? And I set all my cigarettes on the table. I had about 5 packs of cigarettes. and I set them on the table. But I was over there cooking the shrimp. I was cooking everything we was gonna eat in case shit went left. Usually, the type of element we own, you can't even get drunk. You don't want nothing to eat. So, this bitch done let her, but that was the house man. Her girlfriend was the house man. But instead of her pulling me to the side and say, look, we in this girl's house. Give me a pack of them cigarettes. They stole them. That bitch died in about 3 years. You don't steal from me, bitch. How you gonna steal from me? And I would have gave her 2 packs. Listen, I would have gave her the money and said, go buy your cigarettes, go buy everything you need. They didn't have to steal them cigarettes from me. I ain't tell you no lie. They didn't have to steal them cigarettes. I ain't saying she died because she stole cigarettes. People steal every day and live 100 years. All I'm saying is, when I asked about her, they said, oh, we didn't tell you she passed away. Yep. So let's see what's going on with the love. I hope y'all like the conversation. 30 minutes of me ranting. Something about trust. Trust. Guard your heart. Not everyone deserves your trust. Absolutely. Didn't I just say that? We gonna be at this lady's house over 24 hours. Meaning we gonna watch the sun go down. We gonna watch the sun go up. Whoever the most sober got to go do a store run. Which I don't need none, and they know I don't need none. I even bring my own tissue. I'll go to the store and buy a 4-pack of Scott 1,000 sheets. Because I don't plan on going nowhere, and I don't want to use your soft-ass tissue. I don't care if I was at the richest nigga house. You better have 1,000 sheets. I don't want no tissue crumbs on my ass or my pussy. I want some shit that can grip and rub. And if you got girls, you ain't got no business buying no Charmin anyway. You need 1,000 sheets. A girl pee 3 and 4 times a day. She poop. And if she pooping healthy, she poop twice a day. So you gotta buy Scott. And then if she on her menstruation, she gonna use more tissue. What you buying that tissue for? And once you do this, it's gone. Only 3 people use the bathroom. Man, that Scott lasts forever. Motherfucker gotta blow their nose and go in there. What you talking about? Y'all don't know these type party. Motherfucker be up all night. I want to say it geeked up. Goddamn. Attraction. Geek the fuck up. Well, we ain't doing that no more. I take hair tests. And I'm not saying I won't never do it. But if you ever hear something about, oh, she relapsed. She went and did. Nah, them motherfuckers fucked me up. Ain't nobody went and made no mistake and did nothing. Motherfucker, they got me. Trust me, they got me, boo.
Voodoo and shit.
No, not that. They got to come into physics, nigga. They gonna have to come into physics. But look, attraction. You are attracting the right person at the right time into your life. Ooh, you attracting the right person at the right time into your life. Something about voids, though. You see the protection, like the antlers and stuff up there? Something about voids, though. You need to fill the void. It's some type of void you got. Doorway. Ooh. There's possible doorways opening up for this situation. An opportunity is about to present itself that leads you to a new person. Oh. So that means you done played, you done had all the fun you want to have. Now you about to settle down, or you about to play a little bit, but you about to play a little different, baby. You about to have a little more come in your life, a little extra come in your life. I hate to keep working you. You'll do me a favor. Grab my ashtray.
Where is it?
And the dish rag. I bet you ain't even got no lighter on me. Oh, God.
You got the brown one?
I want the heart-shaped one. The heart one. I bet you ain't got no lighter on you.
Yeah, I left it out of the house.
What? I got one. It about to go out, too. So, yeah, there's a doorway of opportunity opening for you. And something's about to shift in your life. You about to really, really, really have something special. Yeah. Don't fuck it up. That's all I can say. Don't fuck this up. But I'm gonna tell you something. My spirit already done told me this motherfucker is manipulative. And they probably get bored easily. They probably be emotional. They probably like their own space. You get what I'm saying? They got a call of duty. You know what I mean? They got a call of duty. They got to go rescue shit. Like, they got shit they got to do. So, you're going to be dealing with something like that. Ooh, boundaries in reverse. Oh, like Spirit just said, there are going to be no boundaries. You're not going to be left out in the cold. You're not going to be feeling isolated. You're not going to be feeling like you should be out with the girls. Boundaries in reverse. Like, they don't mind you shadowing them around the house, I guess. They don't mind you, I don't know, being nosy. You know, I don't know, but you about to meet a person that actually want some time with you, okay? Dreams. You probably have met this person in your dreams. You probably have daydreamed about this person. You probably thought about the times that y'all have had sex or intimate encounters. It could be that gym sweetheart. It could be that postal worker. You know what I mean? It could be that person at the office that always give you that suspicious glare. You know, you can't really read their facial expressions. It's really kind of like playing Texas Hold'em with that motherfucker because you really don't know what he thinking, right? I'm sorry, I should have pinned it back. But you really don't know. You don't know. You just don't know. Like, he has a stealth face. So you don't know. You just know he greet you and go about his business. But he probably jotted you down on his list of things to do. You might be in the top 10, top 7 things he got on this list. Or maybe he got a list and he jotted you at the bottom just as reference, you know. So now, passion. Are you ready for passion? Can you even absorb any passion right now? That's right. If a person wanted to be passionate with you right now, can you do it? It's the yoni right. It's the yoni ready. We don't need no sudden surprises. Are you ready? Are you physically fit for the passion? We don't need your heart giving out on this excitement, okay? We need your heart to be fully functioning. We need you to be ready for this passion. We don't need you having no swollen ankles, no swollen nothing. We need you fully functioning for this passion. Okay? Are you ready for the passion? Are you still thinking about somebody in the past? Are you still thinking about this shit can't be true? And mark my word, I need to fucking trust that part too. Because you could be in a situation where you pinching yourself. Is it real? Is it real? Y'all, we got to play my song, Is It Real? We got to play my song, Is It Real? Okay? Because that's what you going to be motherfucking saying. Is it real? Yeah, you got to be ready for this passion. I was just looking at the hair on my legs. It's 3 inches long. Yep, I got hairs that look like this. Won't even curl up. They just hang like that. I'm like, damn, Geritol. But I did promise myself. I said, I'm going to wait. Because I go on vacation in about 3 weeks. I said, I'm going to wait. It only costs $30 to get your legs waxed. And I'm going to video it. Because this would be the second time. The first time the man didn't know what he was doing. He was in a flea market and his fucking wax was too hot. But I'm going to let these Vietnamese do it and see how they do it. And it say 30 and up. No, ho. No, you just gonna wax the hair. It's grippable. It's there. But I'm gonna give me whatever you got for $30. I'm waxing them for... But I'm going to meditate. So I don't know if I really want to wax them. And I'm gonna tell you something about cutting your hair. You know, I cut my hair off my head. But I'm talking about, like, when a man is caressing your body, a lot of women are numb. Like, they may feel something, but if you leave your hair on your body and that man touch your legs and caress your body, you're going to feel his energy. You're going to feel it from a God standard. See, when you shaving all your hair off and stuff, there's no connection. That's why I was saying, right, that's your energy, that's your sensors. So why would you numb your body so that you can't have sensor deprivation? Like, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but sensory deprivation or something. Like, you're not able to receive the transmitters. Does that make sense? So if a man is kissing your arm, rubbing your body, if you ain't got no hair on your arms, what exactly are you feeling? If you ain't got no hair on your legs, that's grown woman sexy right there. What are you feeling? Let me tell you something. Homosexual men around here, you could smell them. They using their scent to attract other men. Like they ain't bathed in 3 or 4 days. Now the sophisticated homosexual men that wear a suit every day and probably got an office job, you don't smell them. But the one that want to attract through beasting, like your scent, your pheromones, your sweat, they different. So I'm like, well, why should I put on all this lotion and perfume and scrub 10 times, and this man can walk around sweaty and get a man? I'm competing with the wrong shit. So you probably don't want to wash off all your oils. You probably don't want to wash off all your scent. And I'm not talking about bacteria or, what's that white stuff called? Gnat bread. You don't want gnat bread on your clitoris. You don't want no gnat bread around you. You know what I mean? You actually want to scrub the oils on your cootie cat. Is what holds scent. Bacteria. And all depending on where you wipe. Why am I talking about this? Why am I getting you prepared for this passion? Well, anyway, all I'm saying, and sometimes you do have to cut your goat hair. Not the hair on top of the pelvic area, but the goat hair, the hair that get long, the wet hair, yeah. You just gotta cut it, because it will hold on to so many different oils and bacteria, and you feel just fresh, you know. But yeah. Are you prepared for this passion? Trust. Something is saying, Spirit is saying, trust the process. Trust the process. Trust the process. Be ready. He might want you to get on top, girl. And you can't be giving out of air. He might want you to get on top, girl. You can't be doing all that heavy breathing. So you might as well go on and start cutting back them calories. Okay. Ooh, something about you on the right path. You about to run into your sweetheart. You about to run into your sweetheart. Gifts. They are coming with gifts. Be careful, but... And a proposal. That sounds like matrimony. That sounds like somebody is about to propose to you, sweetheart. And you... Something about... You having flashbacks about a guy that you just ran into. And... Something's different. Like... When you first used to run into him, he was busy. But this time you ran into him and somehow he ended up calling you first. Spirit says somebody got a stalker too. Somebody got a surreal stalker. Somebody may be leaving gifts on your doorstep or something. Somebody really love your charisma. Or this person is a charmer. This person is a real charmer. Ooh. Sacrifice. Ooh, be careful. You might be a sacrifice. I used to love wearing purple and red. And then when I seen them talk about how they sacrificed this sister in their group, and they was all showing symbolism of their hair cut off and the purple pillows and stuff, it's just weird. Love may come with sacrifices. Evaluate what you're willing to give up. Yeah. Somebody may want you to move in with them real fast. Or somebody may want you to stop doing whatever you're doing. I'll give you an example. Let's say you like to go play bingo. And when you go play bingo, let's say you're only able to save $200 a week. After all your bills, after you put your money up to pay all your bills, you're probably only able to save $100 or $200 a week, right? But out of that $200, you go play bingo. And this person may see that that's a crutch to you because 9 out of 10, you only win like 30% of the time, right? That may be a hobby, something you like to do, but you're only hitting like 30% of the time. Or you may have some other type of crutch, right? And like for instance, social media, you know what I mean? Like me, I get drunk and I get a little seductive and I be doing shit. Like the other day I was sucking a bottle and thank God my father didn't see it. I forgot he was even watching me and his wife. I forgot they even watch me. That's how I was in my own zone. I was sucking a bottle. I sure was. I was into it, honey. So things like that. You could meet a person that really don't like your character or your style or the way you portray yourself. Remember, they don't like your character or your style or the way you portray yourself. Ooh, hold on, it just got loud. And you may say, well, when you met me, I was like that. But this person is definitely gonna try to convert you some type of way. Okay? Or you may try to convert their ass. Voids still again at the bottom of the deck. Avoid rushing to fill voids with love. Seek inner fulfillment first. Ashe. So, this is not a haste, make waste matter. Okay? Don't try to fill the void until this person get here. Your energy needs to show single, sexy, successful. You don't need to have, like this person can literally sniff out your intimacy and your connections and what you got going on. You don't need to be in a situation where you got to always walk away to talk on the phone. Or you got to always cover your phone up. I ain't never got to cover my phone up. I don't never do it. I got a lock on it, but I'm saying I could walk away from my phone. They can answer the phone. Anybody. Right now, he can answer the phone. Is it going to be a problem? Do it look like you just my neighbor? But does it look like I hide all these secret motherfuckers? Say it louder.
No.
Okay. You see what I'm saying? And I would rather him know who the fuck coming around in case I need protection or something, ain't it?
Yes.
Thank you. The fuck I'ma hide that shit for? I might call him and say, I'm coming home 2 o'clock in the morning. If I don't call you by 4, I need you to show up. You know what I mean? Or check on me at 4.
Yeah.
Damn. So it's something about, you know, a lot of single women are very sneaky. They talking to 4 or 5 men. Now, don't get me wrong. I done been around a man that actually be yelling and screaming and be like, you need to get off the phone and come to bed. Wait a minute, we don't even go together. Because I ain't never been in a relationship a day in my life. Okay? Never. Ain't nobody ever brought me home to mama. We ain't in a relationship. Ain't nobody ever brought me home to auntie. We ain't in a relationship, period. Ain't that right? Okay, I got a lighter. So, something about some of these women are very sneaky. Sometimes women are more sneakier than men. I see women with good ass, fine ass niggas at home. He eat the pussy every night, and that bitch still out trying to find her Prince Charming. He pay all the bills, got the bills on auto pay. Look, toxicity. I'm telling you, sweetheart, this person you about to meet is not about to put up with your toxic ass ways. Do you see how spirit just flipped that shit out? I can't even get the word out. It's really toxic as fuck. You about to meet the one that you're supposed to meet, but he might be in the lead. You might not be leading this ship. They're anticipating. They are anxious. Embrace the sweet anticipation of love's arrival in your life. It's coming. Yeah, you got to be ready. You got to be ready. You might be cutting motherfuckers off and everything. But don't isolate yourself like that. If this person to the point where you can't be around your homegirls, you know, you can't go to your mama house, you know what I mean? You can't go out of town back to your house for a week and get shit together. This motherfucker tripping. That's not the one. Okay? But this motherfucker is definitely anticipating your arrival. Ooh, divine timing. You even got the divine on your side, so do not fuck this up. It's time to celebrate. Okay? And it say today, celebrate the love you share with those who matter most. Ain't that something? So right now, you should be toasting or celebrating to the love that's to come or that you share. I'm about to goddamn drink to that one. That mean they ain't even got to be there yet. You just need to drink to the promise that motherfucker coming. Salute. Yes, indeed. So don't fuck this up. I know plenty of bitches sit in the house, lay on the bed all day and text Facebook niggas, text the Instagram niggas, texting the nigga that she done met at work, texting the nigga that cut her grass. Like, come on now. Me, on the other hand, I got people that tell me good morning every morning. Yes, I do. And they tell me good morning so much, I just click the thumbs up button. Because I'm not about to tell you good morning every morning. Like, why? How are you still thinking about me, like, over a year later? Like, good morning. I got people that contact me New Year's, Christmas, birthday, got me on their calendars. They remember me. I got people still promising to fly me to California, and they ain't flew me to California yet. But it ain't that. It's I ain't pushed the issue because I ain't giving up no pussy anyway. You know what I mean? When I was out there, I ain't give you no pussy. And I'm going to tell you the thing, okay? I didn't know the man was somewhat LAPD. Okay, let me explain, okay? So the man was letting me stay at his house. He told me he was security. But he had a whole pistol. Not only does he have a whole pistol, he invited me to the Tupac event museum. Yes, he did. They was having, in Hollywood, they was having a Tupac event. He invited me to it. He invited me to quite a few places to stand out there by the red carpet and stuff. Now, this the catch though. He always uploading pictures with every famous person you could imagine. He's always doing security with these people. I don't know how I run the security. But one day he came in the house with a coat that said LAPD on it on the back or something. Or he said something about, oh yeah, he said, I work under contracts, but it's some certificate he gotta have. So one night he was just so eager, like, okay, you been hanging around me 3-4 weeks. I let you spend the night, take a shower. You spend the night. He actually gave me his bedroom. He set that pistol down in that water, money. He was like, take whatever you want. But I want something tonight. So after that, I just never went back over there. I ain't telling you no lie. I was scared. I was scared. I was. I went back to sleeping in my van. I swear to God, when he set that pistol down and he set that water money down, he said, look, it's there. It's yours. Take whatever you want. But I want something tonight. And I left. I just left. Because I was on my high spirit shit. Okay? I was on some high spirit shit, tapping into stuff. I didn't want my libido to drop. I was high on Christos. You know what El Cristo Negro is? I was high on that Christos. True love. Girl, whoever you are, I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready. I hope you parking your car to the left or the right so he could pull right beside you. You might as well go on and be making room so another person could sleep in your bed with you. You might as well go on and get all the clutter out of there and go box it up and get rid of it, baby, because you is about to have somebody right there with you. But with all them niggas and your availability, you know, you might be flickering off, closed. You know, you don't want to be flickering no closed lights. You closed. Whew, heartbreak. Some of you hoes about to break a nigga heart. You will go on an adventure. This person might want you to travel with them. And the butterfly. Something about that butterfly made me think about monarch, matriarch. Something made me feel like MK Ultra. You might be dealing with a motherfucker that you drink one drink and you might be cloned instantaneously. They're gonna send that chip. They're gonna send that chip down there to the headquarters, the Illuminati headquarters, and they're gonna print your ass out instantly, cause you done swallowed the little chip. Be careful. That's what that butterfly remind me of. The motherfucking Matrix, the MK Ultra. I don't even think y'all be laughing at what I be saying, but I be dead ass for real. You ready to fix you another one?
Yeah, I be laughing, Scott.
You could go fix it. I'll watch you.
I be laughing my eyes.
This is your twin flame, baby. This is your twin flame. This is your twin flame. It's a card that had flipped over. The X. I've never seen this card, I don't think. Healing from the past heartbreak takes time. Be patient with yourself. This person may be bringing on baggage, emotional baggage. Let me see how much you pulled in there. Let me see. Come here. That's why you doing that.
It's just a little, Scott.
Okay, it's a little. That's about 3 shots. Look, the X, I don't never remember seeing this card. If it done came out, I forgot. Didn't I tell you one of you hoes, I'm sorry, one of you beautiful goddesses, queens. Nah, fuck you, you a hoe. Look, one of you hoes is up here still thinking about your ex, and I just told you, you gonna be flashing the clothes light. The clothes light. We're closed. Your heart is not open. Your heart is not ready. You got some type of past trauma. You still thinking about this nigga that don't matter, that ain't thinking about you. You about to mess up a great opportunity. Them sparks are supposed to be flying. I remember one time I was head over heel for this nigga, running around like my head chopped off. 3 niggas done took me out. And as much as I tried to hold it back, I'm talking about this motherfucker that got me high to the ceiling. You hear me? High to the ceiling. Ain't none of them niggas call me back. Okay? Like one the other day reminded me, I remember you was going through something with that guy. You was going through something with that guy. You just couldn't hear nothing I was telling you. I was telling you how beautiful you was and this, that, and the other. And you saw straight through me like I wasn't even there. Like you had a one-track mind on something else. Salute. So, I said it before the card even came out. Look at you, them fat cheeks.
Got bold today. That's me. Took that picture.
What? You don't look like you got no fat cheeks.
I'm on the deck.
Yeah, I like that. I'm jealous. Cause that used to be my deck.
On that balcony, that's the she see everything.
Right. And they can see you too. No, I can't see you when you be screaming. Now you chocolate. Dying, yeah. Right. So you don't be paying attention, but everybody saw me. Like when I sit up there.
So you can see up there?
Yeah. They can see on the sidewalk.
Okay.
But that used to be my spot.
I love that thing.
Hang out up there, barbecue up there, whatever. I was so happy when I first made it to Jacksonville. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's just funny that card came out. I didn't even know that card was in there. So one of y'all hoes is trifling. You can't get over your ex. You still window shopping. And you're not allowing your frequency to say, I'm single, sexy, and available. Right now, it's not a time for people to be competing with folks. Competition is fucking fraud, man. You'll do all that competition, selling your soul to get a person attention, and he still choose somebody else. When you could have naturally had him with no competition. I'm just saying. You could have naturally had him with no competition. Now what am I doing? I know I took that cigar out there. This has been a good conversation. I just hope y'all last long enough to get to reading. So I guess I'll say reading at the last 30 minutes or something. I need to find I should use my what picture? Times Square. I should use my Times Square picture for this. Hey, and let me tell you something. You think you want to be a star? You think you want to be a model? So I didn't know how I looked, and I done gained some more weight. I'm about to stop, and the clay just making it 10 times worse. It's holding the water and everything on me. But this is what I want to say. You step out in the Times Square, motherfuckers instantly start taking your picture. You gotta be ready. You gotta be ready. And they seen me out there with my white kicks on, my motherfucking beat. They just knew I was ready for some pictures. They knew they could get me. But I was hustling too. The country girl hustling. I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. I'm nervous. I'm thinking my belly's showing or something because I had on a tan cotton dress. You know, something that fits you. And then I had it so it's cold, so I had to bundle up. And I had my purse on me and stuff. And I wanted to make sure I was presentable for the picture, but the picture came out fly as hell. You know what I mean? With my white kicks on. But this is what I want to say. Sometimes alcohol do get you loose. Sometimes alcohol does stop you from being stage fright. So if a person get on stage and took one shot, not an alcoholic, they just took one shot before they got on stage to loosen up, right? Listen, they came out there, pop, 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 walk that way, pop, 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 walk that way, boom, boom, boom. And they show you about 50 pictures, and they like, look, I'll sell you 3 pictures for like $20. And I was like, I'll give you $20 for 5. I told you I'm a country bumpkin hustler. I'm a hustler. I'm not new to this. So the guy, I said, I ain't got WhatsApp. I said, you gonna send them directly to my phone. So he plugged his thing up to my phone, and I plugged it up to a throwaway phone. So if they like had some type of program or something put on it, it wouldn't matter. But I got the raw files. I told him, yeah, if you sell me 5 pictures of the raw files, I'll give you $20. And he looked at me like, where this country ass bitch come from? Everybody else letting him text the picture. No, I got the raw files. So that means the picture is about this big, like a big fucking Canon camera picture, photography picture. So whenever I go get one printed out, I could post it like it's supposed to be, because you want that BPMI I don't know. It's the same way you do book covers and stuff. You got to have the biggest big file or whatever. And then so I went out to eat. Very nice. And I didn't like the fact the man judged me. He said, "Would you like dessert?" I said, "No, I want to buy the whole bottle." He said, "Ma'am, the whole bottle." "Oh, you don't want me to have 4 drinks?" Because that's all the wine bottle was going to give me, 4 damn drinks. Well, anyway, I had 2 glasses of wine at the Italian restaurant. I went off the beaten trail. I didn't go to all the Italian restaurant everybody was running to. I went to a place where they had bouquets of fruits and vegetables, real fruits and vegetables. So what I think, they rotate the fruits and vegetables and they go cook them when they starting to, and then they put all the new fresh shit out there like harvest. Well, anyway, I found their asses in the cut. And when I went back out there after I drank them 2 glasses of wine, that man ran up on me and I was ready for their ass. I was in the no nervousness, no stage fright. I was ready for they motherfucking ass. And the pictures was 10 times better. Because when they took the first pictures, they just run up on you and start snapping. And you got to get with the program. And I was insecure. I was like, okay, is my belly tucked in? Am I sucking it in enough? Do I have wrinkles? Am I smiling? Is my lipstick on? And like hell, I made sure my lipstick was on before I got out of that Uber. But I'm just saying, be ready. Be ready. Be ready.
Leave the house with clean drawers.
Like your mama used to say, baby, you never know when you might have to go in the ambulance.
Yeah, leave the house with clean drawers.
You're going to have to do something. You got to be prepared for this love. Because this love is so coming. Oh, let me tell you something else. I know, as y'all tired of my stories, tell me in the comments if you was actually tired of the stories and you want, because I'm going to tell you, I listen to bitches. And sometimes I have to wait, and like I can't listen to 2 or 3 hours of their live. So I have to wait till they post a video. I ain't telling no lie. I just want you to read the cards, baby. So tell me if you really want to hear what I'm saying or you just want me to read the cards, okay? Did I forget what I was about to say? I think I did. LA. No, not damn, I said LA. New York. I forgot what I was about to say. Let me read some more cards. Damn, it must didn't want me to say it. This hair getting on my nerves. Wait a minute. This hair getting on my fucking nerves. Is you crazy?
It's a nice hair.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's getting on my nerves though. I'm about to braid it over here for a second. Okay. Shit. Damn, I forgot. So I was talking about the photos.
Straight up in New York.
In Manhattan. And I said you gotta be prepared. And I said the Uber. Shit, I had some good to say. Oh, be prepared. But what was I focused on? Be prepared. It was something about be prepared. I done forgot, y'all. Man, I had a good little story to tell you. I should have just told the fucking story. Let's see what else happening. I'm gonna put all the cards back in the deck so we can see if they pop out again to know if did you get a clear message. Because individuality and star. So this person has a lot of star power and you have a lot of star power. And this person does not want to dim your individuality. And they don't want you to dim their individuality, okay? So that's a good thing. They're not going to try to dim your light or change anything about you, okay? That's a good thing. I keep grabbing my cigar, but I ain't never lit it up. I had some good and juicy to say, y'all. It was about that shit gone out the wind, trying to explain, do you want to hear these stories? I had some juicy to say. Well, anyway, so hopefully when it's time for me to go up there, I'm going up there for 2 weeks. I'm going to be living in Manhattan. I'm going to get what I can afford. It ain't got to be nothing bougie, and I ain't going to go in debt to get it. I'm going to just make sure I can afford it. And I'm just trying to enjoy it. So typical rent up there in a nice place is between $3,500 and $5,500. I mean, something decent, right? Unless you just straight up want to be somewhere slumlord feel. Or in a closet, you know. They got shit in a closet that's cheap. But it's just odd circumstance. Like, I seen some places small that you can't even fit a twin size bed in that bitch. You probably just have to have like a mat on the floor.
What, in New York?
You lived in New York. Did you have your own room?
Yeah, it's a house.
So you had your own room? And you need to go up there too.
Yeah, yes.
And he say his people a doctor, ain't it?
Yeah, I got teachers and doctors.
Teachers and doctors. Mm-hmm.
I mean, New York is New York, bro.
Yeah, I like it. But
It's basic.
if you know somebody, it's better than not knowing somebody.
Yeah, it's basic.
But I'm gonna tell you something about being in New York. People treat you like they don't know you. Am I right?
Everybody moving, Scott.
Yeah, they moving. It ain't like down south where somebody invite you in their home for biscuits and tea. Hell no. New York is New York. It's survival of the fittest.
People moving, man.
You need a place to stay. Nigga, they might let you sleep on their floor. They might, ain't it?
Yeah. For night, you know. New York is big, man. For real. Chicago is big too.
I want to go to Chicago. But the way I had already felt it, the way that couple, they was in a nice hotel. Not luxury, but
They're from Chicago?
safe. No, never been. And the guy said, the lady at the counter, I had the same problem in Oregon. So the lady at Chicago was telling the niggas in the room where the guest rooms was at. And they knew he had a family in the room, and they still tried to bust in his room. And something he told his wife, he said, baby, something don't feel right. So he barricaded the door with all the chairs in the room. And they was recording. So she had the camera. So he right there, in case they break in, he could do what he got to do. But they sit right there trying to, how can somebody scope you out, your room out, and you a new guest? The bitch at the counter. Same thing in Oregon. I don't know why it is. Everywhere I go, motherfucker think I'm the police. I have no clue.
Paranoid.
They paranoid, ain't it?
Yeah, a lot of paranoid.
I'm thinking I'm having fun. My money go. Let's have fun. I'm at the hotel. My company done put me in a hotel in Oregon. Portland. Nice hotel, swimming pool. You see the white people coming down the steps and the elevators with their kids about to go to the swimming pool. I'm already a target when I walked in there with my headband on. Because, you know, truck drivers have a big headband on with the mic. If I'm a police, I'm not going to have that on. I'm not going to have no big ass shit on my face. So, the white girl at the counter, black guy with dreads, walked down there talking to her. I'm about to get ready to check in. Instead of him letting me check in, he walked back and waited on her and nodded. And another nigga walked down and they nodded. I called my boss and said, get me the fuck up out of here. So they took me all the way over there by Government Island. I ain't telling you no lie. Like, you know, when you look at the map where I was at, it say Government Island right there. Yes. I don't know. I thought I was in a nice spot because white people was in there with their family and children. But some people at the desk target certain people. You got a black woman down here. Oh, let me tell you something. So my boss he was a superb boss. That's how I was able to buy my house. Okay? Because he was paying me a little more than what he was paying the average person. Okay? Because nobody wanted to go to Oregon. That you gone 2 weeks. So I said, you got to get me out of here. Something wrong. It's too many niggas walking around here talking to the front desk. They looking at me like she in on it. And he didn't think I was paranoid. So I'm outside waiting on my Uber. A car with no tag, blacked out windows, black car, whipped around and parked in the middle. If you young and dumb and you on your phone or got your headphones on, you ain't paying attention, you about to go step in that car. I looked at the car and said, that motherfucker ain't got no tag. So I set my luggage down because I keep all my shit on me and I bagged up. I said, he ain't got no tag, you can't see in the car. And he stood right in the middle of the road. I looked at my phone to see where my Uber was at. My Uber was still like 5 minutes away. And he just sat in the middle of the road. Nobody came out there to talk to him or nothing. He had no tag. No tag in the window, no tag in the front, no tag in the back. It was a whole operation going on there. I ain't want no parts of it. Do you see how fast they called that motherfucker to come out there and post up in the middle of the street?
Yeah, quick.
And if I was stupid, ain't paying attention, oh, that's my ride.
Yeah.
I done had an Uber come before that totally it was not the right tag, it was not the right car color, it was not the right car make or model. And I said, if you don't, no, I know what it was. I was saying, you need to cancel the ride. He said, I'm not canceling the ride. I took out my video camera and videoed his car and tag and said, I'm about to report you. Next thing you know, it says, Uber driver canceled ride. Like, you really thought I was going to get in your car? And then, I'm going to tell you something else about Uber. You got people that will accept the ride just to get your address, your information. So, where you getting picked up at and where you going. And after they get all that information, they cancel the ride. Peep game now. You waiting for a ride. You waiting for somebody to accept your call. You got 3 Ubers just rolling up slowly where you at. This is when I decided that I wasn't going to bring my car to work no more. I was going to Uber home. It was 1 o'clock in the morning. 3 Ubers came and rolled up slowly at the building I was at. But I was at a pharmacist building. Like a building that packaged drugs. You know what I mean? Light, security, everything, surveillance. Got to check in. So I'm out there. And 1 car roll up in the parking lot. Look at me. I'm looking at the Uber. I ain't even got no call accepted yet. Another car pull up. Look. Another car pull up and look. I'm like, wait a minute. It's a ring of these motherfuckers. You think I'm lying?
I believe you.
A ring of them.
You by yourself. So you know.
But I ain't doing no shiesty shit like that.
Yeah.
Just like I told that girl. I said, y'all want women only drivers. Let me tell you something, baby. The woman gonna be the first motherfucker to set your ass up, bitch. She say, don't tell me that. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. The fact that you want woman only driver, she know you a woman and you scared. So now they got your address and everything.
Yeah.
I'm not lying to you. You setting yourself up. I never do woman only. For what? That could be a man in that bitch picking up women only drivers.
Yeah, me too.
Am I right?
Sure.
Just like they had the thing about cash. Okay, I'll accept the cash, but the money was funny. So you don't have change. Uber say do not carry change. I pick up this motherfucker. They give me a $50 bill. Uber say, how much money did they give you? $50. Uber gonna take that $50 out your account of the money you made. So if their ride was $23, they're gonna credit their account $27. But remember, Uber got to get their fees out of the $23. So it's just too much interchanging. Not only that, Uber, you've been safe for how many years? 10 plus years? Uber came out when I was in California. Okay? So you were safe. That's why people rode with you. They didn't need cash, right? Every person that had cash was foreign. None of them was American. They were foreign. And then they get mad and say, Uber changed the price. No, bitch. Give me $15. Okay. They don't even want to cough up the money. They think that if the ride was $13.10, they think that they can hand you $13 and you're gonna allow Uber to tax you the change and let them go. No, you got to give me another $1, or you need to give me a $5. And Uber credit whatever left over to their account. It was madness. And it was late at night too. Get what I did? Opt out. Opt out. Why not? Now, don't get me wrong. I've been in situations where I had cash and I ain't have nothing on me. And let me tell you something. Damn sure I wish Uber took cash. But everybody can't do it. Because the whole thing was to be safe and protected. And have a paper trail. Not no more. So I opted out of that. So I'm going to do a few more cards and I'm going to let go. Individuality and star. This person is a star. You are a star. They respect you. They respect your light. They respect your shine. And they're not going to take away from your individuality. They want you to be you. Unseen. Love can be blind. Ensure you're not overlooking red flags. Right. And you don't want to be so head over heels to the point that you think this person is a shiny one and they really treacherous. Yeah. They treacherous. What else, Spirit? Seem like you done did every card in the deck. Connection. This person definitely want to connect with you. There we have it, beautiful beings. I'm not even going to pull out any of the decks. You have something lovely coming your way. But just like the cards say, don't be head over heels. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Feel the person out. See if they asking questions just to get answers. See if they expressing themselves. See if they talking too much. See if they willing to take you around their family and friends. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you can show people your family, your friends, your daughter, your son, and they'll never invite you in their house. You'll never go to their house. I've met men that have multiple places. Like, before they got married, they probably had a home. And then they moved in with their wife. And she probably don't even go to his house no more. And he probably take you to a house where it just feel like, that's how most men is. Most men, you go in their house, it ain't no energy of love and family in them. For real. It be that way. It just seems empty. I've been in situations like that. Like, all they have is a TV, a radio, a Game Boy. Like, they never got established. Like, they don't even want to be burdened with junk or
they want to be a basher.
What you call it? Not paraphernalia, but memorabilia and stuff. You know, they don't want to memorabilia. But yeah, I don't know what to say. Somebody is definitely about to receive some type of love, some type of connection. and respect it. So there we have it, beautiful beings. Unearth the magic. The truth will definitely set you free.